everyone, Suzi here, and today we're playing Watcher of Realms. For today's video, I'm going to showcase my Gear Raid 3 Stage 18 clear. Plus, I'm going to be going through and grabbing this card, but we're going to talk about why this is most important for a separate video. Actually, we're going to do the card in a separate video too. Alright, so Gear Raid 3, Stage 18. It's a hard one. I used a friend assist, right? So I'm just gonna quickly go through and show you guys my run that beat it. So 318 done, but I cannot farm it because I used friend assist, but that's okay for now. Because even though I can't farm it, I can still farm 17, but also I unlocked the gear dungeons. Being able to start pushing some gear dungeons gets you amazing gear, the top tier level gear, once you can push up a little bit anyway. So why not try to push these stages and get into the higher levels of gear? If I could just do stage 3 and farm here, then that's an even better place than I would be if I pushed higher into the gear raids. So yeah, I'm going to get into all of that a little bit deeper and talk about early account goals and why that must be one of the first things you try to do and how to go about doing it. But this video, let's just showcase my Gear Raid 3 run. So I'm going to play out that run and selecting the friend assist, because why not? You could friend anybody and use whatever. And you could really see the impact of it, but I'll talk through the run as well. Alright, first time clear stage 18, going in here with a little bit of adjustments. I think I do end up using her, but yeah, looking for a good friend assist, and Hex was there, and I did decide to go with Amelie in this fight, and we're gonna get started. So Hex, thank you Dextrose for your Hex. But I decided to try to empower Hex. I'm actually gonna hit restart here in a sec because I realize it's maybe better to set up a little bit differently and actually have Dao Chan to boost more people. Now you can go the route of not boosting with Dao Chan if you don't have a big power hitter like Hex, and you can just do more and more crowd control instead. So that's why Alucas the Rare and Iona are here, because they bring good crowd control to slow the enemies down so we could actually take them out. But we're going to start off the front line with Zillitu, who has big range, Stretch to be able to hit the boss, Hex to be able to hit the boss, and both of them boosted by Dao Chen. And then I really got to see where I'm lacking, so this was a little bit of a debate of what to start with next. So I was worried more about my firepower, so I brought in Valise to bring her little minions and just blast anything that starts coming, and she gets to her ult pretty quick, so that's helpful. There we go, she's gonna help take things out. Then we're gonna make sure we get a healer in here with Hollow, and I'm gonna be very mindful of everything. So Lucas is gonna slow things down dramatically. It doesn't matter about his damage, he's just gonna help slow things down. And that will allow Valise on that side to do her job. And then I'm gonna put Hatsa here to cover the minion or the enemies coming in from the side as well. AoE damage. And she'll stretch across her with her ultimate to be able to hit right in front of the portal if needed. Now Brunar is over there on the left side, the epic. He's amazing at Awaken 5. I don't have all the awakenings, but it helps a lot to reduce like him slowing down so much like he does. But he's actually really going to be a big help. So I popped his ult. We're also going to bring in Iona over here. So my Alucas is in like yellow gear and he's only level 50. So he does not stay alive well. So I should have put him in better survivability. But it's okay. Iona's going to come in and take his place. And we're going to blast there with, look at, you saw Hatsa. And look at the top. Oh yeah, the boss is melting. Thank you, Hex and Zillitu. Zillitu and Hex just came in and just took over. Once they got into that range with Zillitu, she just helped burst damage. And here you go, look at the guys are coming in from the side. Iona slowed down the one side, and luckily everyone else was able to help take them out together on the left side. Couple hits from Brunar, mostly Hatsa and Hex on that side, but Hatsa's ultimate is ready for the next batch. Hex is ready for the next batch. And so is Zillatu, so we're kind of ready just to burst here. And it's almost over, isn't it? Like, this was a surprise. This was very hard for me before. But because I was worried about enemies coming in, I actually took out Brunor because he's too slow, and I brought in the guy to, well, slow them down. Look how dramatically over on the left side he slowed down those couple enemies. Such a big help. So don't underestimate the power of crowd control, even from mages in Gear Raid 3, at least stage 18. 19 might be a little more questionable, but this is doing a run without a key hero like Edril, and you're gonna want to use Edril and a Piercer Lord in these if you have them. Absolutely 100% the best option, but this is my dark account. Alright, and back for the heroes. I'm just gonna quickly go through my heroes so you can see what I got. We do not have the best gear. I'm still using the like super basic set. I did change out this not to be crit rate to get a little bit more stats, but a little lower crit rate here, but it ended up being worth it. Look, I'm not even maxed out this piece here because I ran out of gold. It's fine. And I moved some gear around, so honestly, my poor Zillatu was in my best gear, and now she's not. Who's even wearing my best gear right now? I don't even know if that is the best set. It's fine. Anyway, she is here, though. She is fully skilled, and I have her in a Keen Wisdom artifact. Felice was in that battle as well with Nightmare Samsara. One awakening on her, which is good, but it doesn't like make the huge difference for this. And then yeah, not fully skilled for Felice, so she has a lot of potential. She's also in some mixed gear, not 100% crit rate, not a perfect build either, but it works. Dao Chan here is actually, did I use her in this battle? Yes. I have her in a Glacier set because that gives me a chance to put more HP on my build to keep her alive because she's super squishy. And then I kind of balance out that, that HP is converted to attack. So that's really helpful just to give her better inspiration to help everyone do more damage when I can use her for that. But then she's there if I need the damage mitigation as well. She is not fully skilled. I'm still missing my last skills on her. But I do have one artifact. Hatsa was there in Idril's Gaze. Not fully skilled and in a mixed set to get the best stats I could with whatever the hell was left. Other than that, I did pop in an Artemis briefly just to be a little extra healer, I think. Or I was trying to in my other battles, but he has literally no skills. He is in a damage mitigation set because he's only 5-star, so he is questionable at best. Now, Brunor was on the other side over there. I really wish I could showcase the totals for that battle, but because it was the triggering of the reward, the tutorial didn't let me, and, well, Brunor helps, but he really needs the awakenings to be better. Like, the awakenings add so much, especially explosive shells no longer lower attack speed. He feels so slow when you play him. And a Awaken 5 Brunor is solid for Gear Raid 3, 18, and 19. It might get a little questionable later, but yeah. He did have Ecor Chalice on, so he'll stay alive as long as possible. Healing a little bit. It would be nice if this was a little bit more maxed out, but it is what it is. And I do have a curse set on him because he does have a huge range, so it increases damage by 6% up to 5 stacks for every enemy within attack range. And having such a big, amazing range makes him a good candidate for that. Iona was in there briefly, or kind of, yeah, at the end, I think. I'm trying to remember my run. AoE is set, far from perfect stats. Fully skilled though, with only one awakening. And she was in Spellcaster's Echo, just a low level to boost her rage to get to her ultimate faster. Hollow is in here too. She's just in a random ass artifact because my healer artifacts suck. Only one awakening on my Hollow, fully skilled, and she is in the rage boosting set as well to be able to come to that as much as possible. But very meh gear, level 12s, yellow gear, totally mixed, nothing crazy here. And I think Amelie was one of my extra helpers that I don't even remember if I don't think I ended up using in this version, or I did. Sorry, I really don't. I'm recording this before I'm talking over it again. And I had just tried to do all of this on my own without a friend assist. And the boss wasn't dying, the sides weren't dying, I just didn't have enough firepower. So you could see by doing that way I did that run with that extra hex to help out was just enough to give me enough firepower to push through. Now, if I was using this account normally, that wouldn't have been an issue. But I really like Amelie. She can do, it's not necessarily her damage, but the defense reduction. Huge. Being able to put these debuffs on the boss and take it out quicker with your DPS was helpful. And then this is the other unsung hero with adding amazing slows. As the Slate's Discord there pointed out, he puts up a slow for like, what is this? For 15 seconds. He just inflicts a slow. That's crazy. So he's not even in the best gear. It's more about just giving him a bunch of attack speed. So he's got pretty solid attack speed, almost 400. And some rage regen to get to that. And that's about it. And he's in my yellow gear. Ideally, I would probably put him in some better gear to survive because you saw he died. But that's the whole idea of this. And that'll be a min-maxing thing in the end. But that was my team, guys. I didn't even use any Lord bonuses. But ideally, when I give this account away, you have Araka. You have Idril. You don't even need a Laura because we have Hatsut. And yeah, I mean, can't get too much better than some of these other heroes sitting here waiting for some love. I was about to, oh yeah, Lunaria, but no, we have Araka and Idril. You just build those two people up, and doing 318 on full auto and 319 on full auto is going to be a breeze to start getting better gear. And that's one reason why I'm going to give this account away sooner rather than later, is because I feel like I'm kind of wasting it, and it's kind of losing the hype where I'm just frustrated by not having character, or not being able to use the characters that are sitting right here to make the clears a lot easier. Like Eris is gonna make your Gear Dungeon 1, the top lane there, he's gonna make that a breeze. You just gotta build them. Like Gear Dungeon 1 is gonna be amazing on this account. You have Artemis for the anti-heal. It's gonna be so easy to do Gear Raid 1 on this account. She can do damage. Yona is now 6-star and can do damage, so and Dao Chan is ready to help. It's just a really nice account, and I'm gonna give it away soon, but we'll do a few more videos on it first.